What do you think actually happened to the Boeing whistleblower? I think if there were a conspiracy theory to believe, this one would be right at the top of the list. Straight up murder. People have been killed for far less than threatening billion-trillion-dollar contracts. Definitely murdered. Well, he certainly didn't kill himself. Definitely murdered. Quick question. Does anyone actually think it was suicide? Doer. Ed. Not by Boeing. Not by a guy who works for Boeing. Not even by a guy who knows a guy who works for Boeing. There was several levels of detachment from that. Multiple people could possibly be pinned and it wouldn't even remotely go back to Boeing. Which is why he fucking told us that he wasn't going to commit suicide. Because IT was fucking Boeing. I assume camera at the hotel parking lot were oddly not working suddenly? I haven't heard anybody mention security footage yet, which I'm sure the hotel typically has of its lot. Zunito, considering history, it wouldn't surprise me if he went the way of Karen Silkwood, Michael Hastings, Gary Webb, etc. I failed to see any functional difference in being personally murdered by a huge corporation, or being so harassed and pressured that you commit suicide because you figure you're fucked either way. Either way, they are culpable. I think high-ranking executives at Boeing secretly hired an assassin to murder the whistleblower and make it look like a suicide. They had all the motive and financial incentives to do such a heinous crime. He was Epsteined. Hard to say, it looks sketchy as fuck though. Murdered by Boeing. And I'm surprised they didn't half-ass it. Got the old Gary Webb treatment. 2 self-inflicted gunshot wounds to the head, death ruled a suicide. If you don't know who Gary was, he published incriminating information linking the CIA to crack production and distribution to fund anti-communist militia in South America. The CIA did not like this. Going against the grain here, I know, but I think he killed himself. Gave me John McAfee vibes. If they kill me it was not suicide. Maybe he thought it would make it easier on his family if they really believe that. I think Boeing spent the last 7 years sending people to harass him and made his life a living hell until he killed himself. They got him. MK their fucker got fucking capped by Boeing. They 100 killed his ass to cover shit up. If you really believe he killed himself, then I have some magic beans to sell you.